Alright, that little incident with Kai Lang on Thessia, that was really the last straw. I mean, it's not as if Cerberus hasn't already gone too far, but to take the last hope of winning this war against the Reapers away by stealing that data to make sure that humanity fails, they're at war against humanity. If they started thinking that they were somehow supporting or backing humanity at some point, even in their really, really perverted, illogical way, well, I guess they used a form of logic, thinking that they do the hard things no one else is willing to do to ensure humanity's dominance in the galaxy and blah blah blah. I think that was their line at the start. But what they've become is specifically just an enemy of humanity. Period. That they're at war against humans, and if they don't realize it, you know what? It really doesn't even matter. That's even scarier, actually. That they somehow, in all of this, think they're right. And I think the Elusive Man knows that he's so far out of bounds that there is no looking back, and that he can't find his way back to anything resembling sanity. Probably scares him. So rather than deal with that, he's just gonna go all in, and not just side with the Reapers, but do their work and actually go against what he was supposed to stand for at some point in the past. And maybe he was idealistic in the beginning. Maybe he was, but you know what? It doesn't even matter now. It really doesn't. There's no justifying any of Cerberus' actions.
Cerberus has taken one of our secret communication facilities. All campaigns in this theater depend on the information that dish array supplies.
What do we know?
We're getting intel from a tech who survived the attack. Grace Sato. She's hiding in a security bunker off-site.
A civilian?
Yes, patching her through.
Miss Sato, what's happening down there?
I'm staying hidden, but I'm the only one left. They're trying to hack into our systems to access Alliance operations protocols. I'm tracking their activity, but they're bound to find me sooner or later.
Hang in there. We'll be there soon.
Yes. Yes, Commander.
It's not ideal, but she's the only one with any traction on this. The information stored in that network is critical, Commander. If it gets into enemy hands, we'll lose a lot of good people.
I'll take care of it, Admiral.
See that you do. Hack it out.
Yet these are all acts of war. You know, sabotaging any of humanity's interests to make sure that thousands, millions, billions die. They have to go. They're as great, if not even a greater threat than the Reapers, really.
They're locking onto me. Moving out of range.
Miss Sato, we've landed. What are we looking at?
They're trying to seize control of the 3 critical access points.
Oh, no. You don't set up your turret, dude.
Your nav point with the location
Maybe you do.
terminal they're closest to cracking.
We'll keep them from hacking in.
Understood.
Right, so they infiltrate our systems here and then interrupt any communications here and steal any sensitive information that we have on agents in this particular star system. Who knows what? And like, you know, that's not just trying to prevent us from destroying the Reapers so that they can control the Reaper. I mean, I honestly would say that Elusive Man really believes that every Reaper that is saved, it can be used later as a tool for humanity. I mean, it's insane. It's completely ridiculous, totally illogical. But what we learned on Thessia is this is a pattern. This is an example of how indoctrination works to subvert the minds of people to work against themselves, to work against each other, to make the Reaper's job easier, essentially. And that's all the Elusive Man has essentially done here. And they take probably a perverted seed of truth, a little bit of logic, and then they twist it to the point that it's not recognizable. Exactly how the indoctrination takes place, though, I'm still going to lean towards nanotechnology. I still really want to say that that's how they operate. That the Reaper tech essentially lets off, you know, sub-microscopic sized little machines that team together and do things. And I say this, you go all the way back to the original Mass Effect, and there's probably other things that are evidence to this. But I really believe this is true. The original vision you get from the beacon on Eden Prime. Very beginning. Before Shepard even gets the cipher or any of that, some little flashes in that vision show what looks like brain matter with little machines tying it together. Not too far removed from the little machines that are working inside of Shepard when they bring Shepard back to life in Mass Effect 2. And, you know, getting their hands on Reaper tech is something that Cerberus has always been about. Like I say, they're beyond power mad.
Cerberus shuttles are scouring the area. I think they're looking for me.
They're beyond proud and arrogant. Their need to control all things.
How do we...
Nothing's changed. Just upload the next set of coordinates.
Yes, Commander. Updating your nav point.
If you think about it, let's say any of this human dominance were even possible, right? That makes galactic peace impossible. Because if you think about the other species, then what are we going to do? We're going to treat the other species like the Reapers treat us? And in the hands of Cerberus, yeah, probably something like that. You know, it's like I say, it doesn't really even matter. They have to go. They're like a cancer. And the fact that they are working with the enemy and doing the enemy's job is just, I mean, specifically. Being controlled by the Reapers, calling it controlling the Reapers. Did you see the insanity there? Not just a double standard. It's like, wow, this is crazy backwards. Calling black white and vice versa. It's just, you know, they're totally off. Anyway, get out of here. So these dudes dropping from everywhere, literally. This is a really fun multiplayer map to play on. Actually, I like all of them. Got some really fun rounds on this one. Especially against Cerberus. They start throwing atlases in here. Then it gets interesting. It's funny, you turn a corner and see a big atlas roaming down the hallway. It's like, oh crap. So this right here is just an opportunity to punch Cerberus in the face. Like I say, that was a pretty big setback on Thessia. But, yeah, well, one good thing, though, if there is any good thing to come out of all that, is for the Elusive Man to completely show his true colors.
Miss Sato, are you there?
The human is too scared to answer.
We need the final coordinates. Grace, listen to me.
Can't talk. They're right outside.
You lose your nerve now, thousands will die. Now tell me what I need to know.
Yes, Commander. Updating your nav point with the last location now. But if you get to me in time, just hurry, please.
Commander, I think I can make a run and get her.
Do it.
Right on, go get her. I know she's scared. But we're probably saving a lot of people with this. Beyond the Elusive Man just showing his true colors, we also learned that what the Elusive Man doing is nothing new. This type of indoctrination. And now we actually get a definition, an actual clear picture of indoctrination, what it is and how it works. How you can see it manifest in the actions of people, right? And this splinter group, in our cycle, it's Cerberus. But apparently the Protheans had the same thing. They had a splinter group that thought they would control the Reapers rather than destroy them, and wound up fighting against the it's really textbook, right? And so I think the idea here is that this cycle has repeated itself over and over again. Each cycle has it may look a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing. And so the hint is that there is a force or something at work here behind the scenes, basically controlling all of these things, including the Reapers. And I'm wondering if we are given a view into the Geth consensus with Legion as an example of perhaps how the Reapers operate, that there being some collective intelligence or something that would almost be something that the Reapers might call God or something that is influencing these things. The Reapers being kind of a manifestation of that, the thinking of this entity And it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing. Like, the consensus is not a physical thing. It's a collection of all the data. Everything gathered by the Geth, right? Okay, well, the Geth consider Reapers to be gods, right? So if you were to think about what a Reaper collective might be, it would be something so cybernetically advanced that it would almost be viewed as a deity. Probably by some organics as well. There's a conversation you can have with Javik where he talks about one of the species in his cycle thought that they could appease the Reapers by sacrificing their own young, which they did. They all basically just sacrificed their babies for the planet to leave them alone, which the Reapers didn't leave them alone. It just made their job easier. All they had left were the adults to deal with, you know, just fewer people to harvest, right? But you know, the need to have a deity, the need to have a higher power. Solus hints at it in Dragon Age Inquisition, where he said it just made sense that some people would turn to worshipping the Breach. Well, same here. Some people would turn to worshipping the Reapers.
Our communication station is secure. Operations in this theater are safe again. No small task to keep it that way. How's Misato doing?
She has to be transferred to a nearby Alliance station. Looks like she isn't letting the Cerberus attack scare her off.
I commend her for that. Hack it out.
Alright, well, cool. Well, this was just a stopover. I needed to vent a little bit. I needed to punch some Cerberus idiots in the face. Now we need to go chase down Kai Lang, see where he's leading us to. Go to this sanctuary place. A safe haven for refugees. Yeah, it's already starting to sound a bit creepy. Why would Kai Lang be going there? And when Cerberus gets its hands on refugees, bad things happen. And so a safe haven for all the refugees in this part of the galaxy?
Commander?
Man, yeah, well, let's just not hope for the worst, but can probably expect it. It's not to be a good thing. Hopefully, whatever Cerberus plans to do there, we can undo it. Let's put it that way.
Commander?
Alright, that'll be our next stop, Sanctuary. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go talk to Joker real quick. See if Edie has any new thing to say.
You know, the Quarians have done pretty well with those suits. Maybe they can make something like that for you.
Yeah, they have. Protective medical exoskeleton. I could even get one with racing stripes.
So what's the problem?
Well, it's like walking around in heavy armor. It totally screws with my spatial awareness.
I wear heavy armor, and my spatial awareness is perfect.
You crashed the last shuttle. I need to feel my balance shift when I'm flying. I need to feel the ship moving with me. You take that away, I don't know. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not me.
Yeah, I get that.
Plus, have you seen Tally? Come on, I don't have the hips to carry a suit like that.
Maximum dynamic pressure is approaching. Throttle down for minimal resistance.
Thanks, Mom.
If that is how you categorize me, I will tell you to stop slouching. Hello, Shepard.
Commander.
Alright. Anyway, I feel a little bit better. I need to throw around a bunch of Cerberus troops, but tell you what, I'd like to go throw around the rest of the Cerberus troops, Kai Lang included, especially him. I'm gonna beat his ass when I catch up to him. Alright, thanks for watching. And we will meet up at Sanctuary in the next one. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, you can click that button up top. If you want to catch any of these playthroughs of any of the Mass Effect games, you can click those boxes there. It should send you straight to the playlist. Alright, y'all take care, have a good one, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.